everybody. Today's January 29th, and it is the dead of winter here at Ginger Snap Acres. We've had sub-zero temperatures. Last week, we're expecting more sub-zero temperatures. And I don't just mean below freezing, I mean below 0 Fahrenheit. So it's cold. And the really rough part is we got a bunch of snow on top of that. I was actually supposed to be at work today and couldn't get out of the driveway, so I had to cancel out my day. So I have been at home all day and all weekend, because today's Monday, and stuck in the house, basically. I also have a cat running around who has cabin fever about as bad or worse than I do, so she's probably going to be jumping up in my lap. So you'll meet her. But, hi, kitty. So, the challenge, I'm getting a little bit of housework done, which is nice, but the challenge is to be productive while just being trapped, which is, just part of life here in Wisconsin. So the project that I decided to take on this week was to set up a situation where we're doing... I'd like to start doing table reads of plays here. I did a little bit of theater in high school. I always thought it was fun. And I just love the idea of bringing a group of strangers together to read through plays. And it's in keeping with the spirit of what we want eventually at Ginger Snap Acres. So my plan is that I'm going to put together a flyer, like one of those that has the things that you rip off the bottom. And it has our email address. I'll put a capture of it up on the screen, but it has our email address here at Ginger Snap Acres, which is gingersnapacres@gmail.com. It has that at the bottom. So I just want to post those locally and see if I get any kind of response of people who are interested in that. I love the idea of having just, a couple bottles of wine and having a bunch of people over and just having people read plays together. That just sounded like a nice thing to do and a good way of meeting people. And part of the reason I'm posting it here is that this is one of those things that holds me accountable. This is also one of those things that I'm a little bit nervous about because, you never know who's going to respond, if anybody, or how it's going to go. Hi, kitty. We'll see. So part of my reason for posting this is to hold me accountable. So I will put these up and I will be reporting on kind of what I hear back, if anything, and we'll see how it goes from there. Here's the flyer. So there you have it. We'll see what happens. Patrick has a background in theater. I don't mean to brag or anything, but I think I did upwards of 4 plays while I was in high school 150 years ago. So we'll see what happens. Finally, there's a new thing that I wanted to do with the vlog, which is to talk about what we've been into for the week, the things we like, things that are Ginger Snap approved. And so here we go. Number 1 this week is 70s TV star Lindsay Wagner. I've been watching a lot of Bionic Woman, which I have on DVD since we've been trapped in the house. And I love the fact that Lindsay Wagner's apartment in that show perfectly reflects her personality, with a lot of wood furnishings and ferns. The second thing is oil-free moisturizer from Trader Joe's. It moisturizes without being too greasy. Number 3 is the American psychologist Carl Rogers, who's a personal hero of mine. I would definitely advise anybody to read his seminal work called On Being a Person. It's an absolutely fantastic glimpse into improving your relationships and better communication. I just love this guy. Number 4 out of 5 is the Overdrive app. I don't know where I heard about this. It was somewhere on Facebook, but I downloaded it, and I've absolutely fallen in love with it. All you need is a library card from your local library, and this app allows you to download ebooks and audiobooks. I'm a person who has a really long commute, so there's something absolutely fantastic about being able to check books out of the library and listen to them through my phone while I'm on my commute, which brings us to number 5. The Salt Line by Holly Goddard Jones. This is a book that just happened to be available. I was looking for something a little bit science fiction-y, a little bit post-apocalyptic, and this book totally fit the bill. It takes place in a dystopian future where the United States has been infiltrated by these horrible ticks that have caused people to live inside what they call the salt line, which is the areas that are relatively tick free. Um, it's hard to do this book justice because there's a lot of kind of political components. It just felt really topical. It's just been such an engaging, entertaining read with a lot of interesting characters. I hope you feel that way about it too. We'll see. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Please feel free to comment below, subscribe if you like the channel, and hit the bell. Thank you, Lois, for pointing out that hitting the bell provides notifications whenever there's a new video out. Good to know. All right, well, thank you. See you soon.